Be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, general explicit content, but you know you love it. Good morning, and spring is sprung.
I know. Well, has it? Because
semi.
when I wake up,
Yeah.
it's very frosty outside.
It's nice though, isn't it? When it's
No, it's not nice.
when it's blue skies
But then-
and sunshine and frost, it's all crisp and
I
lovely.
would rather blue skies and sunshine, no frost.
And blazing heat.
Yeah.
To be fair, that would be plan A.
Yeah.
But the plan B.
But look, we're looking out the window here, and there's actually not a cloud in the sky of the little bit of window I can see.
For Britain,
in the pod.
this is a win. This is a Monday win.
Although I heard it was going to snow.
Oh, I'm not. No, I don't like
I
snow.
don't like snow, and then it goes all slushy and slushy.
No, we can't do snow as a
Mushy.
country. We just can't.
No.
We can't do anything even vaguely extreme as a country. No. Otherwise, everything just stops. Anyway, good morning, darling. It is, of course,
Good
Louisa,
morning.
Anna. We've got producer Immo extraordinaire.
Hello.
This is Lou. Good morning, Babsy. It is LuAnna, the podcast, and every week we're bringing you the views on the big stories of the week. Now, listen, shall we just kick straight in with a little request for our listeners?
Yeah.
Little request?
Oh, yeah, we do have a request. We notice that sometimes people a little bit like they don't like our ads. But our podcast is free.
It is by design for you.
Yes. And so if you want our podcast to continue being free, accessible, which we always want to be able to bring you, LuAnna, every week, twice a week,
Yep.
to your device, however you listen, please can we request that you hit the follow button?
It's really important to us, guys. It's just a little quickie, as Lou said. So we want to be fabulous and free, but it's fabulous, free, but follow. That's the little fabulous and free, but follow.
The three Fs.
So the three Fs. So wherever
And one of them is not fuck.
So wherever you're listening to this podcast right now, the follow button is typically up the top right.
Top right.
Just literally hit that. It'll turn to a little tick, and then jobs are good. And guys, that is it. It means you get every single episode the minute it drops, and it helps us enormously on all the boring back end, making sure that we can keep creating this podcast brilliantly and keeping it free for all of you guys. So fabulous and free equals follow.
Woo!
Thank you. Right.
Let's carry on with the pod.
What's been going on? I mean, have you been having... I don't think either of us have had a relaxing weekend.
Sorry, her leg's okay like this
Oh, I
because
keep
she's
doing
flicking
it.
them everywhere.
Oh, I've got restless leg syndrome
Put your
today.
knees down. Because we are now filming for YouTube and
YouTube!
Anna's knees are getting in the way of her shot. If you do want to follow us on YouTube, head to our Instagram, which is at everything_LuAnna, and all of our links are in our bio. Please do subscribe to our YouTube and you can watch every episode there.
Do you know what? I watched back
You
on
can
our...
listen to us on a Monday
can.
and then watch us on a Thursday.
I mean, this is how we're going. We're fully podding.
we're like double downing.
We're double. The problem that I am finding with this new YouTube fandangledness is how I sit. Because I've just
Look like
watched
you're in a
back.
straitjacket.
Yeah, I am saying. Well, no, last week's episode
Yeah.
on YouTube, I would like to apologise for all of our viewers over there because I literally have my legs akimbo in birthing
Stop.
position for the entire episode.
you?
So there's
I haven't
full Crease Valley on show.
Valley?
I would like to apologize. I would also like to say
The clunge.
that I knew it wouldn't take long. It's taken till the 10th of March
Yeah.
for me to abort the makeup.
I'm still wearing the makeup.
Well
but
done.
I did see the comment from
Well
someone
done.
being like, I preferred it when you guys wore no makeup because it was more real and chatting with your friends. I preferred it when I was younger and my skin looked better.
Such a true comment. I only don't have makeup on today, if I'm completely honest. I ran out of time. I was trying to get the sprogs out. We've been doing
Back to
our...
that disorganised hot mess.
Exactly.
You are.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
No, you've got a valid reason because what has happened this weekend?
Officially, we have the keys to the rental. That New Year's resolution, bitches, is going strong.
You are achieving.
Thanks, babe.
You are achieving
Thanks,
your
babe.
goals.
I'm going to even...
And I'm proud of you, honey.
Thanks, honey. Yeah, so officially, so what's been happening for me? So back in the last week, we had the builders come round.
Oh, we're very
I
excited.
know, and I did ask for permission as well
Yeah.
from our Paul. He's called Paul. You're going to hear me talk about build a pool
Build a pool.
over the next 6 months.
Same, he's not called Bob.
It would be good if maybe we should just
Let's just call him Bob, shall
Builder
we?
Bob. Yeah,
Builder Bob.
we'll call him Builder Bob. So Builder Bob came round.
Mind you might want to hold him accountable on a first name basis.
Well, I said
so
this.
that, like a lot of people, they start off on a good foot with their builder, then it all goes Pete Tong. I'm now going to shout out to my builder, Lance Stock of Stock Construction.
Oh, you did recommend him.
He is brilliant. He has done more than 3 lots of building for me.
And exceptional.
And he's exceptional. And his team are exceptional. So if you're in Hertfordshire or Essex,
hit up Lance.
Because I have used him multiple times and he is brilliant.
He's a ledge. Well, we did think about Lance because you very kindly recommended him. We've gone for Paul. Because I have used Paul before in the past. I can't. It's my legs, man.
The legs.
I've used him in the past, and he's very, very good. He's very trustworthy. I felt, we just need a project manager builder that I trust.
Yes.
We're not going to worry about, you've been a bit dicky about wanting funds for this or not. He's very organised.
No shaft in you.
No shaft in us. He's very organised.
Not in that sense.
Way, which is what we need.
Paul might do a different kind of shafting.
No, that's really wrong. I'm really sorry, Paul, and your entire team that listen to this podcast. He tells me. But he came round, so we're off. We are off ski.
I'm so proud of you.
We've got bricks on order. We're about to break ground.
The bricks are on order.
We've got third-party wall agreements. Are
you going to do any videos of you smashing down walls?
Well,
I'd quite like to see you in a hard hat.
Probably.
And an overall.
I mean, we all know me, Lou. I'll be the one that just sort of wafts in once a month and goes, can I buy my towels yet from Johnny Lou? But part of the deal breaker was...
Or another brand that may want to gift you towels.
Anyone, I'm going to public service announcement. Anyone that wants to gift me kitchens, bathrooms, sofas, furniture, carpets, flooring,
anything home related, candles for the finishing touches.
I am literally the world's biggest cheapskate. I will take it all in return for love. That's fair game.
Have you got an interior designer?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't want free interior designing?
I mean, to be fair, we're still tendering, so I'll always take that.
So you haven't got one. So there you go. If you're an interior designer, you want to boost your profile.
Earmarked, but not sign that one.
Not signed.
Exactly.
I would wait for this to go out.
Yeah, you're right.
And see
who comes in.
See who comes in.
We are open for
You
portfolios.
might want to do a collaboration with an interior designer for discounted rates.
That would be nice. The one is actually one of my best mates. He's a really brilliant.
Well, they might get sacked off.
Well, I have to ask. I'm going to America with her this weekend. So
that's quite close.
I'll ask. Oh, no, she won't mind. It'll be fine.
Doing in America. You're
a little
bougie.
A little America trip to see me mate Ro out in Connecticut.
Aren't you going there again though at the end of?
No, this is the trip to see me mate Ro.
But was it you that I said about doing a psychic sleepover dinner party? Did you say yes or no?
I said,
you're going to America.
No, I'm going somewhere else, but I can't say why. It's because of a very popular filming project I film every year is back and requires me to be away.
What?
So I'm
is
away.
It that early?
Yeah, we're going early. Yeah, we're going early.
Oh, I want to do a psychic sleepover.
We're going to do that. But listen, I'll just wrap this up. So we've basically got I want you to do that because I loved it last time. I've just scratched a mole.
I'll wait for you.
Wait for me because I want to do that.
Well, can you send me dates then?
I'll send you dates. Okay. I'd love to do that. But so the deal breaker of the house reno, obviously.
Doing a psychic sleepover party.
Obviously.
You can come back if you want.
Yeah, obviously. So part of the deal breaker though with the reno was moving out.
Yeah.
Not having that shit going.
No, too much.
Just too much. So we have, long story short, we rented another house, picked up the keys on Friday.
You were also, Anna is so smart. I know that you don't think it, guys.
Shady fuck.
But she's clever. She saw a house for sale in Vicar of Dibley.
Yep.
And you did reverse psychology on it. You nailed that house down and it's literally like 2 doors down from your house.
Didn't even email them, Lou. I thought, pick up that phone.
Yeah.
In phone,
you can
the
just
whole
put your things in a little shopping trolley.
And then down the road.
Same
down the road. So I'm very happy. So all this weekend has been
between
5 years of shit in my loft.
You got a skip?
Not yet, but it's not. It's more. I've needed to kind of
clear out, and
just
donate.
Clear out, and I did.
If you want to sell anything, selling is free on eBay, as we know, because they did sponsor our podcast.
Actually, I do have a few things I will.
If you do sell, eBay is a great platform to sell on because there's no charges for the little people like us.
Actually, that's a great shout. I've got a pile in a room to sell. I also I'm going to do a massive shout out.
eBay.
We like positive shout outs on this pod, right? We're recycling centre. Never have I had a dopamine fix than I do going to this bloody dump. I mean, it's not a dump, Lou. That's underestimating this bad boy.
Do you remember when you were little and you go to the dump with your parents? It was very uncomplicated.
Just, get out,
I
chuck it
don't
in.
like going to these places anymore because you have to like separate things within a millimetre of their life. And it's very stressful. There's a lot of effort involved. And quite frankly, I just order a skip to my house and chuck all the shit in.
Well, I'll be honest, Lou. I'm doing my bit for the planet, but also I turn up at this gaff. It's so well organised. And Lou, there is someone there to help you. I open up my car and I say, right, what do I do with all this shit? And they help me out with it. And that's what I like.
There's someone there.
There's loads of people there to help. It is the most efficient recycling
shout
centre
out
in the world.
To that council, because they have got it right.
Hearts County
because
Council.
Quite often you get like the grumpy sausage roll eating people in their high vis that are like, ugh. And you get grunted at.
This is
let's congratulate them.
I will, and everyone
because
I know.
That is service.
It's service, Lou.
We deserve good service. Why do people settle for bad fucking service? It's like in England.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to go.
Here
off
we go.
now.
We're off.
I'm just going to go off about this. In England, we are programmed to accept shit, substandard service. Only in England. They don't accept it in America. They don't accept it in the Middle East, right? But in England, it's like if we expect good service, we, the end fucking user, are the wankers. No! Let's make a fucking stand.
Well, let me tell you now.
Very angry today.
It's not often I will do this.
Sweating now,
my
actually.
award of the week for good service goes to
the LuAnna Award.
This
This is a new thing. We should do this.
We
should praise good things.
Praising good things is
because a lot of the
important.
news and stuff is negative.
We want to be positive.
So here's our LuAnna good news movement.
Yep.
We are now introducing
Praise of the Week.
Praise Award of the Week.
Praise Award of the Week goes to Hertfordshire County Council.
Well done.
Not often I would be praising you. I'm not going to lie, but I'm gonna.
Their council tax is high, but their dump is good.
But the Ware Recycling Centre, I am yet to experience. And the minute I put that on Instagram, I am flooded, Lou, flooded with people going, best recycling centre in the world. You turn up, there's no queues, everyone formulates.
There's a queue now, you've spoken about it on here.
Everyone backs their car in. There is so many lovely men that are there to help you
Are
with.
they sexy?
They're sexy, rugged men. But they will help you with all your stuff.
What, babe?
Do you have to book your slot?
No, you don't, Ims. You just rock up.
Yeah, but I don't think...
You just rock up.
But I have to say, do you have to prove your address?
They say...
You have to register, because I do think that if you live in Essex, I don't think you could go there.
So you have to bring some documentation in case
that you live in Hertfordshire.
Exactly that.
So I don't think like Imo living in South London could go, or me living in Essex. We can't go.
They can spot check.
And rightly so. You pay your council tax in Hertfordshire.
Well,
you should use that dump.
And I get my council tax worthy back in that. I did 3 trips.
Is it for free?
Yeah. Wow. 3 trips, and do you know what?
It's free and
brilliant.
It's good service.
Great service.
What is this? England? Is it potentially improving in its shitty ways?
Well, let me tell you, Ware Recycling Centre is a beacon of hope for this country.
Well, do you know what? We should chalk it up as a fucking case study.
Yeah. Whoever's running that, well done.
I feel
Yeah.
Very happy actually hearing that.
You would be impressed. You'd go,
maybe I'll come just for the ride.
Yeah, they've got their shit together and it's really good shit together.
We should take my Viano because it's big.
And then you
I think it could be classed as a van though, that.
Although.
Oh, go on.
When I went to the tip recently.
Yeah.
Now, Wandsworth, low council tax, very good. Dump.
Is it? Why is it low council tax?
We've got the lowest council tax in the country or something.
Has it?
What, in London? At Wandsworth in London?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because it's so built up? So many people are paying council tax so they can make it less?
No idea.
I used to live in Wandsworth many moons ago. It was quite posh.
I think my mum's from my
she
mum's from Battersea.
is. Yeah, she's from around there, yeah.
Anyway, they have a car dump where you go with your cars and you have to separate everything out within an inch of its life. And it is okay. But last time we rented a van, and with the van you can't go to the car dump.
Can't.
No, you need a license.
Go to the one next door.
That's right.
Which is fabulous. Because you back it up.
That's it.
Back it up.
Oh, look at Emmy.
You open the back doors
and
you wang everything into one hole.
Oh! A one-hole wonder.
There's a lot of innuendos backing up and whamming it in one hole.
A one-hole wonder.
You do have to
go.
separate out the metal, but
Nobody wants
everything
metal
else,
in their hole.
No one does, Lou.
No.
Everything else down the chute, delicious.
That's satisfying.
I'm
Can
telling you.
I just give you all another perspective?
Yeah.
Instead of renting a van, which would have cost you and getting the license, hire a skip. Don't have to leave your house. Whack
they
it
are
all
very
in
expensive.
over
more.
an extended period of time, though. So I could have a skip here for like 3 weeks. And I like putting shit in a skip.
But you've got to get it. But if you're
It's
living
like
on a road,
200 quid,
but
250
if
quid.
you're living on a road, you've got to get a skip license.
But my van hire
yeah.
cost me like 20 quid.
Yeah, that's
What? Is that it?
Yeah, you get one of those
like
an
a ball
hour.
lake.
a zip van.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
really
honestly,
good.
a skip is an arse-ache if you
Is
don't
it?
have anywhere
Like
to actually put
outside,
it.
like a driveway
It's such
or
a ball
something.
ache. You need to do licenses and all that shit.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we've all established.
Not everybody's a landowner.
Well, then, before we move on to Did You Know?
Imo has died. Technically.
Technically, she has died. Literally, as in tech-wise.
She is no longer with us.
She was, Imo is no longer with us for now. Yeah, the tech.
Hold on, let's just do... It's time to say goodbye.
Until the Wi-Fi's back, because it's just chucked Imo off. But however, the show must go on.
Great singing from
And
us.
there we are. It's time for Did You Know Without
Oh, yeah. Without him.
Because the Wi-Fi's kicked her off.
Is it still down, the Wi-Fi?
Has.
Yeah. Oh. Do you want me to do it?
No. There's two here, you see.
Oh.
So, first up, did you know trailers get their name because they used to be shown, I didn't know this, used to be shown at the end of the film in the cinema. However, as nobody stayed to watch them at the end, the studio started showing them at the start of the film, but the
they get
name
you there.
stuck. That's it. Touchy subject, given all the ad chat on the group, but a fun fact, says Natalie from near Edinburgh. That's very in trailer at the end. But
And
right
now
at the
we're going to
beginning.
stop for a quick break.
Thank you for that. Right. Well, listen. Do you know what? Speaking of, this is a fun
someone
thing.
else has said.
I didn't know if this was a
The wild turkeys
message. Oh, this was in response, yes, to
the
the Did You Know About
turkeys,
Turkeys? Yeah,
which
go
we
on.
didn't know. The wild turkeys in Boston. A lady sent a picture in. We'll put this on our socials. She says, "Hi, lovely ladies. Just getting in touch to respond to the Did You Know where the girl spoke about wild turkeys in Boston. Well, this wee guy cuts about my estate where I live in Orlando, and we call him Terry the Turkey." And she sent us a picture of Terry the Turkey. He's too cute, not shy at all. We also have a gator in our pond. That's an alligator in our pond behind our house. And we often see raccoons, bobcats and bald eagles. And before, Louisa, you have a rant on how god-awful Orlando and the food is, where I live is very medical, sporty, posh and has a few Michelin-recommended restaurants. You wouldn't even know it was 30 minutes from Disney. Where was this place when I was at Disneyland eating shitty, sugary food for 2 weeks?
I don't mind a burger.
Oh. Anyway, you've made me laugh during my time here, as it's not always as glamorous as it sounds. Keep me on, call me Pearl after my heavenly mum.
Oh, I love that. Right, let's muff hunt into messages. So first we've got a message from Anonymous. So Edwina.
Oh, Edwina.
Please keep me anonymous, as it's too gross to put my name into. Oh, no.
Brilliant.
A quick story to make you gag. Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Come on.
When
Gag warning.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah. When I was 18, I was seeing this boy. He was quite good looking, but turned out to be a lying cheat who I ended up catching. Oh, no. Who I ended up catching gonorrhea from.
You got the clap.
She did. I'm not laughing about the clap. But we all got it,
We've all
didn't
been-
we?
I've never
We
had
all-
gonorrhea,
Not
actually.
gonorrhea, but the old chlamydia. Not related to the story, but just to give you context of the
Do you
kind of
want
guy
me to
he
do
was.
this?
No, I quite like doing it.
Okay.
Anyways, sometimes, only because he's got me dicky eyes, they go a bit funny, you see. Anyway, sometimes when we'd kiss, it would be a bit sticky. I have no idea why, but he used to smoke cigarettes and weed, so I put it down to that and I tried to ignore it. Gross, I know. Ooh, a sticky kiss, Lou.
Why is it sticky?
One night we were kissing in his bed. I'm being okay. Right, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I can't do I can't do it. I'm being really.
So now you want me?
Yeah, I do. Can you be the mouse? The mouse
I'm
operator.
always the mouse. I don't know why you're trying to mouse operate.
I tried to mouse
today.
operate, and
Even bought a new table just for our mouse.
I know. Right, no.
Right, go on then.
Anyway, one night we were kissing in his
This
bed,
is rank. I just read ahead.
and it started to get a bit heated. Oh, guys, I can't
I
deal
really
with
need a
gob.
win. I don't know if this is going to make me piss myself.
Vagin, hold it. I need to hold mine too. Got a bit heated, so he got on top of me whilst continuing to snog. Next minute, I feel a big glob of something snot textured make its way into my mouth. Don't stop. I obviously realised it was a greeny.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Because, what else could it have been? But because of me being the kind of person who's a people please.
Stop it.
Hates confrontation and awkward moments. I just had to accept that I had his greeny in my mouth and swallow it whole.
No, stop.
I treated it.
No, just wait. Okay.
Are we calm? We're calm.
I mean, there's people pleasing, and
then there's this. I treated it as a bush tucker trial, and of course, never told him what happened.
Oh.
Every time I swallow my boyfriend's cum, not the same guy, it makes me physically heave. And I do wonder if it is a PTSD response from the trauma. Yes, it is. I endured when I was 18, as they are almost identical in texture. Side note, my boyfriend doesn't see my heaving. Lol. Thanks, girls. Love the pod. Lou, give me your hand.
We're in this together. But I mean, I couldn't just. I
wouldn't. Ick out. Gone. Done. No.
Some people, they really do want to please other people.
They put up with a lot.
I wonder what's happened in her childhood to make her be like that.
She just didn't want an awkward moment, Lou. It happens to a lot. It used to be me.
I mean, that's like dry fanny right there, isn't it? You're like getting all heated and then he puts a greenie in your mouth. No. Sahara, straight away.
Inverted, Lou.
Yeah.
Sex change, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's going in there again.
Basically.
No.
The hole is sealed. The flaps are sealed. like a
Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap.
That's
the
rank.
benchmark has been set.
That is rank. Right, we've got another message from Anonymous. So, Hyacinth. Hi, ladies. Thank you for being so fabulous and brightening up my journeys to work on a Monday and Thursday.
Thank you.
I have written in before, but this plea for advice takes a slightly different direction. So, I'd like to remain anonymous with a granny name.
Okay.
To the point, I have a teenage son who I overheard mentioning Bonnie Blue.
Oh,
Anna hates Bonnie Blue.
I don't hate Bonnie Blue. I just don't like. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't enjoy.
You don't want to give it airtime.
I don't enjoy it. Yeah.
Now, in a world of social media and online news articles, etc., I am surprised him and his friends have not mentioned her sooner. However, that is not my predicament. In a world where I'm trying to promote equal attitudes to men and women, and a woman can do whatever men can do, and it's a woman's body, it's her choice, etc., etc., I find it hard not to say my true feeling about this woman without tarnishing his view to all women and their number. I don't want him to think this behaviour is normal, but I also would be mortified to bring back the women are slags if they have sex mantra.
Fair point.
It's a difficult one, and I've thought about mentioning it a few times, but then forget how to use words in a sentence because I'm so worried about how to approach it. Any advice would be welcomed, and I'm sure I can't be alone in this one. Thanks, ladies. Kind regards. This is really tricky because I really come from the position of it's a woman's body. She can do what she wants with her body. And, you know, I've been quite experimental in my time. I don't think that defines your personality, or I don't think it means that you should be abused by men or women that have thoughts about you. And so in some ways, I'm like, whoever you choose to sleep with and however many people you choose to sleep with is your choice. Mm-hmm.
I have no issue with any of that. Yeah, I completely agree.
But then at the same time, it's really weird because someone like her, who I'm not actually going to even mention her name anymore, it's just, if you want to go and shag loads of people for pleasure, go and do it. Do you need to tell the world about it? Do you need to, I think, perhaps exploit other people that might live to regret their choices of sleeping with that certain person? No, you don't. And it's really, I just don't know where I stand on it. I really, really don't. And I think I also take umbrage with trying to influence such young people, which is what she does, and actively like taking people's first sexual encounter and making it quite a seedy thing. So I don't really have any advice because I do think it's women's body and it's women's choice. And why should men be able to sleep with loads of people, but a woman can't? And I don't know. It's so hard.
It's very subjective. It is. I mean, to your point,
we don't either.
Ditto.
Can I just say before Anna speaks, we don't really want to spend too long on this because we actively go out of our way not to talk about this person.
It's a bit rage baity.
It is rage baity.
It's
and
rage
we
baity.
know I've been through rage baity.
Yeah.
She is rage baity. And this is what it is. It's actually not even about the sex. It's about enraging people for views so she earns money from that.
So I'm not going to talk about her at all because I think whatever she wants to do, she will do. And that good luck to you. I think my point for you, your question you're asking is how do you talk to your son about this? Actually, most young men on this topic that I've spoken to have had quite, I would say, a very positive outlook on this in that they really think about I want to think about the choices they make around their sexual experiences, particularly if it's a first sexual experience. What you can do is, I think, just educate that everybody is different. Everybody does have a right to do what they want with their body, but equally that also means you too. So have a think about what relationships you want to have in your life, what sex means to you. You can lead by example. Teenagers, kids, everyone needs a good role model. So actively promote very different relationships to help your son make up his own mind on what he feels is the route he would like to go. And I think promoting positive relationships is part of that. So I think you're doing a great job as a mum. I don't think you need to go either way or, air even your views around it.
Or even focus on her. Look, I know people
just focus
that
on your
have
son.
super healthy, open relationships.
Me too. Got many.
I know that, and it's not conventional. And to be happy in a relationship and sexually satisfied, you don't have to be monogamous with one person. Of course, that's what most people choose to do because there's very little in life anymore that is sacred. Yeah. And I think that trust and that bond between two people is one of the sacred things that we can hold on to, and it is like the ultimate respect.
Yeah.
But
every
that
relationship's
doesn't work
different.
for everyone,
No.
and different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
And I'm very open-minded about stuff like that. And
Same.
really, what you do is what you do. And if both parties are happy, that's fine. I think it's tricky when you then live to regret things after. In hindsight is a great thing, and you don't always know if what you're doing in that moment is going to make you happy. So I think just informing him about different types of relationships, using examples. I also know plenty of people that have tried to have an open relationship and it's absolutely been the downfall of their relationship. So it's just giving different viewpoints and explaining why. There's also a risk about having sex with multiple people. There's lots of risk around it, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Yeah. It's about consent. Consent, respect, and choice. As you say, to your point, Lou, also I've got friends who are in non-monogamous relationships and successfully so. But also to your point, Lou, I would say people that want to enter that really do a hell of a lot of work on their relationship. Yeah. This really, it's proven that, young men, and I think a lot of where all this kind of stirred up so much, rage bait is because young men, their prefrontal cortex hasn't developed yet, which is the decision-making part of your brain.
Well, that's really interesting.
Right. So I think to that point, it's just educating that what you do now, have a think about what possible consequences could come up in your life as a result of that.
And how you feel about it after. I have a really close male friend, and when he was younger, he decided to sleep with a couple of escorts, and he really regrets that. I mean, he really regrets that now, and he carries this guilt about it. And I was like, dude, that was their job. They chose to do that, and at that point in time you chose to do that.
Yeah, so it was consensual.
It was fully consensual. And he's just like, I can't get over that I did that. He eats himself up about it. Yeah, and that's really sad. But that's what I mean about making decisions when you are young like that and your brain isn't fully developed. Maybe just inform him of these different things, and you can use different examples. So good luck.
Every action has a reaction. So
it's very tricky. You're clearly
a good mum, but my experience of it that young men are actually really quite clued up on this, actually. Yeah. So be encouraged.
Right, we've got a message from Anonymous. So we've called you Consuela. Hello, friends. There is no one else I would rather share my stupidity with other than you gals. So here goes. I placed an Amazon order for something at work. Nothing major, just some knickknacks for an open day. Balloons, bunting, that kind of thing. I had a holiday plan, so just wanted to tie up a few things before I left. I changed the delivery address to my work address, informed the team that I placed the order and to just open it once it arrives, as I'm not expecting anything personal.
Just know where this is going to go.
Me
It's
too.
going to be a dildo.
Skip forward 2 weeks. I returned from a 2-week holiday in Mexico. Oh, was beautiful. The break was just what I needed. Perfect. Until I get to my office where I find an Amazon box on my desk. It took me a few moments to register, then horror struck. I felt sick. Oh my God, no! How could I be so fucking stupid? When I checked out and purchased what I needed for work, I hadn't moved any of my personal items over to my save for later basket. So the entirety of my basket was sent to my work and my colleagues opened it and left it on my desk to open. The box includes 50 tie wraps, clit sucker, edible candy pants for Hendu.
Oh, do you remember those?
200 latex gloves, a wax pot, a UTI home testing kit, a panic rape alarm key thing, a sunflower lanyard, don't ask because I'm not even disabled, and a scrub daddy. I may as well have printed off the last 6 months of my fucking search history just to add to my trauma. There is no coming back from this.
No.
I must leave the country immediately, never to return. Bye forever. You can call me Consuela, as I now have a new identity, far, far, far away. I can't look at the bunting or balloons now without getting PTSD and breaking out in hives.
I tell you.
It paints a story
It does.
that the
You're
tie
fun.
wraps, it's like tie me up, suck my clit, eat my panties, but make sure you're clean with your wax gloves.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my vag waxed for it.
Yeah. And I've got
All of the
protection at all.
sex-
And I've got protection at all times.
All of the sex might give me a UTI.
Yeah.
If it goes too far, I'm going to press my panic alarm. And the whole event might disable me. And by the way, clean up after with the scrub daddy.
Done. That's the story.
It. That is the story.
That's the story.
We
Consuela.
hope the shagging was worth it.
And we wish you all the best with your new life. Remember, if you want to get in touch, email us, LuAnna at everythingluanna.com, or you can drop us a WhatsApp on 077 45 266 947. And also, just to remind you guys as well, we would love you to take this opportunity to just click follow wherever you are listening to your app. We love bringing you our fabulous free podcast, but so many of you, believe it or not, don't actually follow us, don't subscribe.
No. So keep it fabulous, keep it free, and press follow now.
Thanks, guys. Right, newsy bits. Woman sues fertility clinic after giving birth.
I read about this. Have you read about this?
No, to another couple's baby.
God.
Give it to me, Lou. Praise
It's so bad. So basically, this woman in America used a sperm donor, IVF clinic. She was in Georgia. She had the baby, healthy baby boy, gave birth in December 23. After the birth, she realised there's been a mistake because the baby was black and she was white, and she hadn't chosen a black donor.
Right.
The donor was white.
She'd chosen a white donor, right?
So she contacted the clinic and basically found out that the doctors had implanted another patient's embryo.
Oh my God.
Instead of her own.
This must happen though. Like,
very bad, isn't it? So the biological parents were notified and they basically demanded custody of the baby.
Well, they would get it, wouldn't they?
And
DNA.
she voluntarily gave up custody. But by this point, the baby was 5 months old. So she'd carried the baby, obviously, for 9 months, given birth to it. Like been its mum for 5 months, and then she just didn't go through the legal battle. She said she was emotionally and physically broken, and she gave the baby to the parents.
I mean, she did the right thing.
She
in my
did,
opinion.
but I mean,
but how awful for her.
And also, do you know what else I felt really sad about this story? She obviously isn't part of a couple because she chose to go down.
herself.
She is single, and like no one to support her. And I know that you have friends, but it's different when you have like a partner and a husband. And I feel so bad for her.
And she'd also gone through the pregnancy, the birth, all that, all that bonding that she did.
She said, I walked in a mum. Which first of all, she said, my child was ultimately taken from me as the clinic had implanted into my womb an embryo from a stranger. I've never felt so violated. I said, I walked in a mum with a child and a baby who loved me and was mine. He was attached to me, and I walked out of the court building with an empty stroller, and they left with my son. I mean, it's just so awful. Obviously, this, and a lot of people saying she was like then unwittingly a surrogate against her will. She's just said this. It's basically left her broken. She loved this baby. The clinic don't know what happened with her embryos. So
Well, I
we
was gonna
don't know
ask
if
her. Yeah,
they
where's
don't know. No,
hers?
they've said that they don't know. And so she's now thinking,
have I got a
is my
baby?
baby out there that's been implanted into someone else? And the only reason why she knew is because the baby was black and she
different
was
race,
white.
yeah.
But her baby might have been put in someone else and they don't know
It
that
was
it's
a Caucasian couple.
Isn't
maybe.
that awful?
So do you know what this is? Did you see the ITV drama? I can't remember what it was called. If you go on iPlayer, on ITVX, it was I can't remember all their bloody names, but it was like their biggest drama for the beginning of the year.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's literally about this: two couples, an accidental baby swap in the hospital.
Have I seen
yeah,
that?
it's who's the bloody actor? Bex. Oh yeah, James thing. Oh, do us a favour. Oh no, hang on. I'm gonna have to actually Google this because honestly,
I've got 4G now.
if you haven't seen this, I'm gonna have to do it now because it's gonna actually really annoy me.
It'll piss you off.
yeah, drama, baby, swap. It's actually going to read Playing Nice. Thank you.
Oh, I haven't seen
Playing
that.
Nice. Yeah. So it's a four-part drama. Two couples that discover that their toddlers were accidentally swapped at birth.
Oh my gosh.
James Norton. That's it. It's James Norton and Jessica Brown Finley who are in it. Brilliant. If you have, it's a real psychological thriller as well.
Really?
You'd love it.
Oh, I like things like
but
that.
But literally this scenario, and then I'm not going to spoil it for you because it's very twisty
Don't
and
do a
turny.
spoiler.
No, but this could be our watch along if you haven't seen it. I mean, a lot of people have watched it already. Alex and I watched it, and one of the actors in particular plays it so well,
really?
like so dark. But it really is this.
It's
It's this and how it plays out. So
know.
Playing Nice on ITVX. There
Isn't
you
that
go.
just horrific?
Just
and there's no
horrendous.
real nice end to this story.
No,
'Cause
it's not.
Now she's just going to live where's my baby?
Well,
though?
I hope at some point there will be some.
She knows she had a viable
catharsis.
embryo.
Yeah, maybe she'll go on to have a baby. You know,
I
it's
hope
horrible.
so.
The poor lady. The poor lady. Next story: teenager has wowzers, a 16-kilogram parasitic twin removed after life-changing surgery. This is doctors in India have successfully removed a 16-kilogram parasitic twin from a teenage boy.
Teenage. She's been living with this.
All this time, following an intensive surgical procedure. Parasitic twins are an extremely rare medical phenomenon which occur when a fetus stops developing but remains attached and dependent upon its twin. Fewer than 50 such cases have been recorded in medical literature. Conditions thought to affect less than 1 in 100,000 people worldwide. So prior to this surgery, the boy had lived with 2 fully formed legs, buttocks, external genitalia protruding from his abdomen.
Oh, like it was like a person, like a little baby on him.
On him, which doctors said,
there's just
my
legs, a bum,
gosh.
and
But listen, which doctors said could feel, touch pain and changes in temperature.
Well, yeah, because it was obviously nerve ending.
Yeah, connected.
But no brain. The thing is, though, your brain has that central nervous system.
Yeah, how does that work?
So did he feel
or did he,
the pain?
or did he share the brain? You know how conjoined, because it's like conjoined twins, isn't it?
It
So if
doesn't say a head. That's what I'd like to know more.
Yeah, the boy was from a very remote village called Uttar Pradesh and said he'd been shunned socially, God bless his heart, because of his condition, and that a new world had opened up to him following surgery. He said, I couldn't travel anywhere or do anything physical. I now hope to study and get a job.
Oh, bless him. Says a new world has opened up to me.
Yeah.
That is crazy, isn't it?
So doctors first carried out scans which revealed the parasitic twin was attached to the teenager's breastbone and was receiving blood from a vessel in his chest, but did not have a significant connection with other major
that's
organs, such as liver or kidneys. So they carried out surgery in 2 parts. First, it involved removing the limbs, while the second saw them removing a large cyst from the teenager's abdomen. I mean, my giddy aunt,
Jesus,
what
that is mad,
but
isn't it?
Do you know what
17 years old he was.
it always says, I always think, Lou, as well, in these cases, just the incredible skill and
know,
knowledge of these
of
surgeons.
these doctors.
And the absolute
Just
bravery.
don't get enough credit,
Well,
doctors.
especially when there's only
I
50
know.
ever known. So they ain't been practicing very long.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
To have the balls to just
do
be
that.
like, okay, this
I'm
is
taking
what we
this
know.
on. Yeah.
Like logically, yeah.
It's
I mean, that's
incredible.
amazing. Well, good luck to
Yeah.
that 17-year-old boy because that is absolutely that's a good news story.
It is. We love a
like
good news
that.
story.
Right, it's now time for
It's the Widow of the Week.
Ah.
Right, Isabella, am I weird? Does my bath... Oh, yes, straight away you're weird,
Yes.
darling. Does my bathwater have feelings? Every time I have a bath, I feel so guilty about draining the water after.
Oh, people are so insane.
So I put it off for as long as possible, avoiding eye contact.
With who? The bath doesn't have eyes.
If I can, I only drain it when the water has turned freezing. Once I feel I have no other choice, I will use the water to wash my hands throughout the evening to make it feel like it's lived a fulfilled and serviced life.
That's nuts.
I have a moment of thanks in my head to the hot water that served me, and the other day I even
Oh my
cried.
God.
It's like this and the bees, man.
Yeah,
I
well,
felt
the
like,
bees
I
are
mean,
living things.
I mean, probably
we do eat their houses.
more justified than I think bath water, to be fair, Lou. I felt like I was ending the water's life, like I was pulling the plug on it, literally. I have just had a baby. Yeah, maybe that's got something to do with it. It has, darling.
Isabella from Potten
in Bedfordshire.
She's suffering something.
She's suffering something here, but I can sort of relate in that. Do you remember being a kid? Enzo's gone through this recently. I think there's like a book on peas or something that they read at school, and it's now about like the last pea in the freezer. You know, like a pea falls out the pea bag, and now I do genuinely
put in the bin.
when I look
You're
at
not
the
gonna
pea.
cook one pea.
No, and then you do look at the bin and pea, and he's like, "What if that pea has feelings? And what if the well, I mean, now I find
Feelings
the
are
pea."
frozen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, well done, darling. Yes, I think.
Well,
a little bit of
if you're
postnatal
a fruitarian, you do believe that
fruits have feelings.
No, that peas because
have feelings.
basically you believe that vegetables don't give themselves to you. Fruits do, because fruits fall from a tree, so they offer themselves to you.
But
You're not
peas are
ending their
harvested.
life by picking them. Whereas when you pull up a vegetable, like a carrot, and you deroot it, you've
robbed it.
ended its life, and it hasn't offered itself to you. Whereas like tomatoes, cucumbers, apples, or they all fall from the tree. So that is that. Oh, that's what fruitarians. Social media Bexa says. She's laughing at me. That's what people believe that are fruitarians. So when you pick vegetables, like you pick the peas off, you're ending their life because they haven't offered you their life.
What you're saying is, if I didn't have enough to contend with my Enzo, I now am raising a fruitarian.
Potentially, yes.
With a conscience
I did
for
go
peas.
through a fruitarian stage.
I think we've all
because
gone through a phase,
I didn't want to murder the carrots.
Yeah. What if they have feelings?
Pick the sprouts.
I definitely went
dig
through
up
that
the
phase.
onions.
Yeah.
That is they're living and they're existing, and then you're ending their existence.
I think we can all now deduce from this podcast that all we can ever eat is dust.
Yeah.
With a conscience.
Ice. Should we even freeze
should
ice?
we freeze ice, Lou?
Because we're
is
making
that not
it
robbing
cold and sad.
water of its human right to be free and flowing?
Just so much to think about in life. Sometimes it can become overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
And then ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And we just need to have a word with ourselves.
Do you know what we need to do? We need to go back today to have our Jackie P with baked beans.
Can
and
you
cheese.
eat that though?
Well, I need
because
to.
It's a potato
Well, I need
that
to.
you've derooted from the soil.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
my stomach is. Can you hear my stomach rumbling?
We need to eat a Jackie P. Right, what's Esmeralda saying?
Esmeralda, are you our next weirdo? Let's find out. Hello, ladies. Love the pod. Thank you for helping me through some really awful times and making me laugh till I cry often.
Oh, bless you.
You'll understand why shortly. Recently, Esmeralda started seeing my boss.
Risky.
We've been great friends for years, but turns out we fancied each other and all is going amazingly. Our sex life is great. We're constantly laughing and whoa, bloody ho. It's all about my pleasure.
Yes, girl.
I'm all about that bass, about that bass. No,
Go down on her.
go Cleesa.
Good for you for having good sex.
Yeah, we like it when people have good sex,
it
don't
makes
we?
up for us.
Oh, lack of.
Oh, can't be asked. I'm in moving hell at the moment,
Oh,
Lou.
yeah, you're not shagging.
Oh, I mean...
Are you going to have like last shags in every room before you run out?
Oh, I mean, in an
Probably
ideal world.
not.
Well, we'll say yes, but we all know.
Yeah, we all know. it's a no.
No.
Anyway, she says, long may that continue. He loves the taste of me.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, Babs.
Recently, we were on our way to a dirty weekend together, driving along. I went in my handbag for something and found a lollipop. Oh, no. A lollipop.
She shoved
One
it
of
up the
those
nun.
swizzles, double lollies with the rounded tops. I
Yep.
turned to him and say, oh, look, I have this. He then tells me to pop it in my fanny. And being the good employee / girlfriend I am, I oblige. He wanted to taste... This is so
This is
weird.
like a sex story.
He wanted to taste me on the journey. So we proceeded for the next 30 minutes, me popping a lolly in my fanny and him sucking it. So it turns out I am actually a real life human sherbet dip. Well, hopefully there wasn't that much white crusty stuff on the lolly. Less sherbet, I like to think.
More.
I'm not sure I will explain to the kiddies where their lollies are disappearing from the house. I think it's best I keep that to myself. Much love.
I'm going to be honest with you guys.
I quite like that kink.
I got a bit of a tingle in the old mingle, didn't you?
I might try this, to
Angela. You get a tinge in the minge. I got a tinge in the minge.
Didn't tinge my minge, but I
quite
might.
like a little saucy kinky play in the driving in the car.
I might do that. I might go, I've got a lolly. Should I pop it in my fanny? Do you want to suck it? He'd be like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Jesus.
What do you think Alex would say?
I don't think he'd even report. I think he would just no response.
No response.
If I did that, I would just get a look of.
I wonder if
just
there's
a look
anyone
of
out
why
there.
am I actually married to you? Is what I would get. Just silence and a look.
Just like,
just a look.
Yeah. But
and
there
a wishful
must be
thinking.
some people out there that want us to put a lolly up our fanny and suck it. Who are those people?
Who are you?
Where are you?
Who are you?
Maybe they could fund our OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're not our husbands.
Anyway, I quite like Kinky Esmeralda, so my vote is going for dead bathwater girl.
I mean, honey, yeah. It's bathwater. It's fine.
It is.
It's
Isabella
fine.
from Potton in Bedfordshire.
But thanks for sharing
I
it,
used to live very near then in Malden.
I always like the name Potton.
Do you?
Potton, it's a cute name.
I live in
Potton.
I always think, just talking about place names, like... Imagine living in, like I drove past somewhere and it was called Cock Cottage the other day. And I just thought, imagine being on the phone, where do you live? Cock Cottage.
Yeah.
Why is it funny?
Yeah. Isn't it, Lorraine Kelly put on her Instagram the other week, which I bloody love from Lorraine Kelly.
I like
She was
Lorraine.
up in Scotland and she was she went into a village called Twat. And she just stood by next to the sign pointing at it. And I was like, go on, Lorraine.
Good old twat.
I love bloody Lorraine. Right, go on, what's your rant then?
Do you know what it is? And you won't experience this yet.
Oh, why?
So you can't relate to this.
Go on.
It's my fucking children taking my shit. It's having girls right. So I bought for my phone those little sticky sucky things.
Oh, yeah.
So when I record content, I'm like, where have they gone? Dixie's like, oh, by the way, they're in my room. Go away, you entitled little teenager.
Go and get those sucky things and bring them back.
Bring them back. Don't just tell me they're in your room. I go to put dry shampoo in my hair this morning. Guess what? Whole new bottle of dry shampoo is no longer in my bathroom cupboard. It is the most infuriating thing. I feel like I want to put a lock on my bedroom door.
I think you're actually going to need to. You've got 3 girls, Lou. You've got no hope. You've got no hope.
Makeup brushes disappear.
No, you've got no hope.
Dixie, a whole brand new Chanel makeup thing, gone, poof, gone. And then I'm like, and then I think I'm going insane.
Yep, because you don't know
Turns
where to
out
spit.
she's just been on the, I just spat everywhere, spitting out in anger. But she just goes on the rob. It's the most annoying thing. And it is in these moments I wish I had boys. Because teenage boys aren't going to rob my shit.
I mean...
They don't want my dry shampoo. They don't want my Chanel makeup. They don't want my phone sucky thingies.
I mean, the only comparison I have is that Elle at 5 has just semi-started this now, nicking my little makeup and
You
stuff.
need to put an end
at
to
low
it
level. No, she's got her own now. And I said, you don't dare come in my room.
Well, I do. No, they still will,
don't
still
come- yeah.
yours.
But Enzo, I can confirm, at 8 years old,
Doesn't.
he is not interested. He's got his own shit. He don't want anything to do with me, or
It's
even his dad. To be
so
honest,
annoying.
Doesn't want anything of his dad's either.
See, boys.
No,
much
other than a
simpler.
tape measure. He likes to nick. Like
Oh,
I would
really?
say more like house stuff. Loves a little tape measure to measure stuff.
Isn't it weird? All kids like tape measures.
Love 'em.
Mine love a tape measure.
Love a tape measure.
Why?
I
Like,
just
what is
love
that
it.
about? When
Yeah.
I'm measuring something, can I do it?
Tape
Why?
measures, balloons. They always rummaging in my
Yeah,
flipping,
they love
you
a
know,
balloon.
my Prezi
Yeah.
drawer, you know, for the balloons.
Weird shit.
But other, I would say
Other than that, see?
only Elle
See, you
has
don't
got
have
magpie
this problem.
eyes.
It's so fucking annoying. The dry shampoo. Tip me over the
I
edge
have heeded your warning, so thank you for that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
wouldn't.
it.
I'd just tell her makeup's illegal till you're 18.
Yeah,
That's so annoying.
I do that about swearing as well.
Anyway, listen, that's it for this week's LuAnna. Please don't worry. Don't worry.
I mean, don't worry.
Don't fear.
Just don't
we'll
worry.
be back here every Monday. If you don't want to wait until then, of course, on Thursday, we do have LuAnna Totally Extra. We always need you for our content to make this pod brilliant. You can send your emails in to LuAnna at everythingluanna.com. You can also hop onto WhatsApp, send us a voice note or a message. Our number's 07745 266 947. Don't forget, we're now on YouTube. Our episodes drop every Thursday and Sunday. So do head to our YouTube channel. You can get the link link, which is in our bio on our Instagram, which is at everything_LuAnna.
Oh, she's done good. Guys, I know we keep mentioning this, but it's really important to us. So thank you. We do appreciate each and every one of you.
If you press follow during this episode,
then you get a little round of applause.
If you haven't pressed follow, press it now.
Do it right now. It's at the top of your app, whichever you're listening to on your podcast. It'll say follow, click it, and a little tick will come up. Please do it. It really helps us in the podcast keep creating all this content for you and keeping it basically free for you to listen. So the more that you do that, the more we can keep doing. Tell someone else about us as well. We'd love them to listen. You can go back and listen to all of our episodes, particularly if you follow. You'll see all the back catalogue. We would love a 5-star review if you get a minute as well. Thanks for listening to all our housekeeping. It makes all the difference to us and the success of LuAnna the podcast.
See you Thursday.
Bye.